singer of Nocturne.
I'm Rodney, the bass player.
Chris, the guitarist.
Okay, so how long has Nocturne been together?
Oh God, forever. Basically, we put our first album out in '99, and we performed locally for a few years prior to that, but we didn't really start getting serious until we put our first album out in '99. It's when we started touring extensively and taking ourselves a little bit more seriously, I guess.
And what prompted you to take it more seriously?
Record
Boredom.
Huh?
Record deal.
Record deal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, actually, that's true. That's true. We just kind of did the local thing for a while, and then we got offered a record deal from a label that we really liked, just because we listened to a lot of their artists. We're like, oh my God, wow, maybe we should.
Which was who?
Triple X.
Triple X? And that's what you're on now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they did. They released Jane's Addiction's first album.
Right.
And Shadow Project, who was Roz Williams from Christian Death, and a bunch of other super uber goth bands that we were into way back then in the day.
Also known as?
Dormitory Effect.
And you are?
I'm inRed.
And what do you play?
I'm bass player. I'm Susan. I'm the singer.
Under a coat.
They
And
call me
she's
Bitch
course.
Monster.
Oh. Yes, I'm G and I'm the drummer of something.
Meredith, guitar player. You guys want to give us a brief history of the band?
Ooh.
Yurth and I were playing together in a band called One Step Beyond for more years than I'm going to admit on tape. And we were friends with Meredith and Gina through the scene, each from the local scene. And a few years after One Step Beyond had broken up, Yurth and I were out for brunch one January morning and said, how about doing an all-girl band thing, just for fun? And so we called up our favorite drummer and our favorite guitar player and said, how about we, I was like, so, hey baby, you wanna like, and they were like, okay.
We were supposed to be in a cover band, and then we just ended up doing a bunch of originals. Meredith didn't get to use a lot of her stuff in her last band, so she came and wanted
Because
to
a
play
lot of the
stuff.
boys that she played with in other bands didn't appreciate her songwriting.
Exactly. So
They
she
didn't get it.
They didn't get it. So she played her songs, and we thought they were great. So we ended up doing original songs,
And now the stuff that Meredith writes is like among the favorites of people, you know what I mean?
I wanted to be in a band with Sue for like the longest time. I was in a band called Perseverance. I was always in a band with like all males, and I was in one band with all females, but it was like a very, very long time ago, and we would dress the bass player guy up as a female, just because he was just out of his mind. We're like, we dress. She's like, all right, you know. But like we always butted heads, like with the drummer. She was like this like stripper / drummer / wacko, whatever.
I'm late for work. I gotta go.
And I was like, I'm never gonna be in a band with all females again. And then from that time, I was like 16 years old, which is like freaking centuries ago. So, and then, but I always knew of her. And her singing in One Step Beyond or whatever. So I had jam with her a few times, like bluesy stuff, and I was just like, she's amazing. So when she was not in a band, it was great. It's like one of those, it's like a guy that you always wanted to bang, but now he's single, and you're like, yes! I'm in a band now!
We're in Loki the Grump.
And who are you?
Well, this is Loki the Grump. And I am Michelle the Vamp. And I am the lead monster.
Lead monster.
Nice.
Who are you?
I am Andrea, and I am the drummer and the chauffeur. It's been a lot of driving.
Phil.
Bass. He's on bass.
And you are?
Eric, guitar monster.
All right. And do you guys want to give us a brief history of the band?
Oh
Clad.
my goodness.
Just today, or the history of today?
Where do we begin? Well, the band started many years ago with a band called Flowers Inside. And I was the drummer, and Phil was the guitarist. And through various, I don't even know what the word is, various changes and problems and drama and tragedies, it eventually became Loki the Grump. And I moved to the front because I liked to scare people, and the closer I was to people, the better. Throwing sticks stopped working. So I did that. We got my friend Dawn on drums, and Phil kindly came on bass, and then I met this guy Howie on Craigslist actually to co-write with him, and he came on as guitarist, and that's how Loki the Grump was born. And we played for a couple of years. Was it a couple of years? A couple of years. We had a lot of fun. We squirted people with water guns and silly string and everything else. It was really cool.
Very cool.
And then Howie and Dawn had to leave the band, and but we had already committed to 2 gigs, this being one of them from tonight at the Haunt. So we got a new drummer, we got Andrea, and then Eric stepped in about 2 weeks ago. And actually Andrea stepped in about 3.5 weeks ago.
So he's the newest member.
Eric's the newest.
So we blame everything on Eric.
And that's it. That's the history of Loki the Grump. We enjoy getting grumpy. It's a lot of fun. And
band name mean?
Okay, I'll take that one.
She's the only one who knows.
I was in Norway for a couple of months a long time ago, and when I came back I got a kitten, and since I came from the Norse gods and Loki was my favorite and the kitten I got was crazy, I decided to name him Loki. He's named indirectly after the Norse god of mischief.
Cool.
That's where the name came from.
So, Luke, you have had a wide and lustrous comedy career, or whatever the hell sort of adjectives I should have used just then. Perhaps great. So, why?
Well, see, the key is to become as much of a sellout as you possibly can,
right.
Shoeboxes. Here's what you do. See, let's say you were going to take, you know, something popular that came out in a certain year, like, the third Harry Potter movie, and then you were going to combine it with like an old school hip hop song everyone likes, like "Oh, Baby Got Back." You know, you take that formula and then you put that together, and you know you can get a really big hit on the Dr. Demento show.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's how you do it. So I invented this formula, and you know, I guess people can just rip it off at will and claim that they're original and stuff. But you know, I invented that formula, and anyone who benefits from that formula basically owes their whole funny music dementia career to me. Basically.
Such as, for instance, Weird Al Yankovic.
It's kind of yeah. It's Al. I would say is a living god on Earth. And actually, truth be told, not many people know this, but he came before I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Before you?
Yes, before me.
You're kidding me.
So yeah, so basically,
I thought he was like your apprentice or something.
No. Actually, it turned out that he was,
Nice ambiance for this interview, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So in conclusion, the Republican Party really doesn't know what it's doing.
Yes. So, speaking of this formula, I understand that you applied this, I believe, in the year 2002 or so.
Yes, that did happen that year. I had I had a song that basically rose to the top in that particular frame of time, known as 2002.
Combining two things that were popular at the time, as I recall.
Yes, an old school song and a thing that was popular.
Old school song.
Run DMC and Spider-Man movie.
Indeed.
Yes.
Spider-Man movie.
So what are you driving at here?
I seem to have some recollection of this. I remember hearing this song, in fact, and I remember thinking, my God, I mean, well, let's just, since we're in an interview format, how many cocks exactly did you have to suck to get that song in the air, much less to get it to be the most requested song in the Dr. Demento show that year, when, the obviously superior Frank's Not the Band Anymore by Worm Quartet came in at number 2?
Now, I thought we had grown beyond this, Shoebox. Really.
Beyond this?
Yes.
How can we move beyond this? I mean, you're talking about this formula, and you just apply this formula, and meanwhile, I'm singing from the heart about something that actually happened to me with a drummer, and here you are. Look at the great Lucy. Look at me, I'm so great. I got a formula. A formula. All the sci-fi geeks love me. I play in front of hundreds of... Yes. Donuts? For you?
Are you gonna be a good shoebox? Are you gonna tell people that I'm cool and get me gigs in Rochester?
You rock, Luke. You rock.
There you go. There.
Down I go.
I want to see it. You got here just the same.
Look, if you had one ring to find them, one ring to bring them on in the darkness, find them, would you rule them all? Have you ever been angry or sent on a dangerous quest? I have, because of this ring hanging on a chain on my chest. Saturday wasn't on my way, get off the grave, to get away to the fires of Mount Dunolay. This is the evil that's led to evil retrieval. Hate from Sauron, a moron, a weasel, what's known as Spiegel, running from Mordecai and raised by now. You all know the story. Saruman, Isengard, it's played to war factory, Corey, man, elves and dwarfs. Listen to them yell and them shout. Now we're the fellowship, but they'll never mellow me out. They gonna stay. It's probably too much for you to take. Ain't it, Gollum? I'ma show you my hard habit to break. I'm sorry, Gollum. I never meant to hurt you. But you can kiss this ring bye-bye. It's tonight. I'm scheming like a hobbit. One more time. I said I'm sorry, Gollum. I never meant to hurt you. But you can kiss this ring bye-bye. It's tonight. I'm scheming like a hobbit. Oh, survival of everyone in middle earth's the burden. I'm talking. You think it's easy? What kind of pipe weed you smoking? Man, I'm not joking. I'll take you back a year of 16 before I ever had a multi-disc extend DVD. You were a creature feature, lived around and raid in a cave. My Baggins' uncle snatched the ring you love and crave. He's so brave, then he split. Now he's retired, and as he kissed me goodbye, dropped the ring and stuck me staring at that big evil eye. I'm going crazy ever since I started leaving the shop because of this stupid ring. The forest was set on fire and all the men and kids will die some more. I'll fork on door and pull over his door, but he's only human. He went mad enough for more to score. What he did was to stepping. You know that series of books that were literally into some movies about a little guy who went on a mission against evil? Man, it was groovy. He had this thing that would make him invisible whenever he wanted, and an old wizard mentor. You know that kid, Harry Potter? That's kind of how this is. They'll sing songs about us around the land, just you and me. Hit me back, your biggest fan. This is sad. It's all cold, I'm wondering why I let women bear it all. My friends are where I'm living, so I'll be immortal. I think I'll find my slow waking one day when I see my parents gone. It reminds me that the road's never running on. No, I would never have believed all that's come down on this mission. You don't need a magician to see all the facts in this fiction. Aragorn and I'll win our kissing. Oh, Mary and Pippin, I'll hit you right on the 2000 and you with suspicion. Isn't I'm really gonna be please have it to mission. But no, watch you go fishing, wishing for my exposition. This whole time, so sad, my dad, I didn't use so sad, ain't he? Now I obsession, I regress, getting slim, so shady, shaky, making no reason, no rings turning me into you. So with my active Peter Jackson, with an Oscar or two, but guess what? 10,000 orcs versus some dwarfs in a castle. You better come from else and help you reinforce in this battle. Like a lance is so split now, such an excellent smelter. Like a Tony Hawk starring in The Legend of Zelda. Keep it score with the dwarf, Ghibli is tossed in his bra. Who needs to talk? The riots kill tons of orcs on the lawn. Can't believe the law left me to go on this horrible track. You saw this pack, I hope you're eaten by an opening track. Will I prevail and survive? Will some spider get me? I don't know, I haven't read through book 2 and book 3. I'm sorry, God, I never meant to hurt you, but you can kiss this ring bye-bye, 'cause tonight I'm stealing like a hobbit. One more time, I said I'm sorry, God, I never meant to hurt you. Lost the precious is mine. I got the precious. You gotta burn out the precious, the precious, the precious.
James Lamb, and I'm the keyboardist.
Jason Ian Von Eckert, bass.
Lorianne Haas, vocals.
Jason Wood, guitars.
And I'm Patrick Geddes, and I play violin.
And you're missing one member?
Yeah, Alan.
Alan Brunel, drummer.
Okay, can you talk about how the band came together, the history of the band?
I actually came up with the concept about 10 years ago. And then a couple years ago, I finally decided to start pulling people together, and I created an EP with Jason and Patrick. And then I decided that we needed to become a live band, and I got everybody else in the band, and now we're all writing together.
Where did you get the name Todesbonden?
I was analyzing a piece by Bach, and that was in the title.
Thank you.
This one's called Sitting in a Chair. All I wanted to do is take me a step through. What more to tell with the years and make dreams come true. But sometimes I suffer as I look upon my brother, need to be new. Oh, why in a one life I suffer my way, seeing it for my life. I suffer my way, seeing it for my life. Why suffer? Why? Seeing it for my life. Into my dream, feels it, being loving. I know you prosper. Turn thoughts into peace, and it will come true. Like I was walking out the morning, live in a better way. Step back, we prosper. Why suffer? Why play? Sitting in a chair for my mind. Why suffer? Why play? Sitting in a chair for my mind. Why suffer? Why? Sitting in a chair for my mind. Oh, people get up! Get up! Give it up to our boy Asscaf right here. Last exit for the law, 30 VBR. Xtreme Soundscape, motherfucking man and shit. Let's hear some motherfucking noise for that guy, huh? If anybody listens to that, you know that guy that hugs people? You know that guy? Anybody? He's here tonight. He'll give everybody hugs tonight. Fire it up! Joe, where you at, boy? Come here. Come here, Joe. Joe, they play that hug song? Joe's the crazy march fucker that he'll break his nose and he'll break his arm. He don't give a fuck, but he loves people. He'll give people hugs. Yeah. Go give people hugs, Joe. Hugs people. Let's keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Here comes Joe, people. Joe's gonna give everybody hugs. Where's he at? Where's Joe at? Joe's right there. He's gonna give everybody hugs. He likes everybody. Hugs everybody. Everybody give Joe a hug. He's right there. Joe's the hug minister, and he's not afraid to shed blood either. Went to the radio station, I fucking pile drove his ass on a council chair. He likes blood, he likes hugs, he don't care.
What would you say is one of the strangest things that's happened to you?
Our RV set on fire.
What happened?
We had a fridge in our RV that ran on propane and an electrical connection and the RV caught on fire.
And Chris had like 15 beers at the time.
Yeah, I was drunk out my ass, and somebody was like, "The tour bus is on fire," and I was like, "I don't care, we're not in a tour bus." And they're like, "Oh, the RV," and I was like, "Oh!" And our drummer was on it at the time, as well as our driver, so they almost died.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which tour was this for?
The Big Face tour.
Okay. Anything else unusual happen, like when you were playing or anything?
We've actually had, not really when we played, but we've had a lot of like weird fire instances. Because I remember a tour that we did, I think when we were about to go on tour with Bile, we were on our way to the first show, and it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, which is when we normally drive, and there was this glow in the distance when we were driving. We were on this little 2-lane highway, like very small, no shoulders, and there's this glow in the distance, and as we got closer, we realized it was a semi-truck that was on fire, and the flames were so big they were actually shooting across both lanes of the highway. So I came to a complete stop, and I was like, oh, I don't want to pass it, we're gonna blow up. And just then this semi, I'm stopped in the middle of the highway. Another semi blows past us, like going 70 miles per hour. It's like, and blowing its horn, sound effects. And so like, okay, we're either gonna sit in the highway, in the middle of the highway, and get hit by a truck, or we're gonna drive through the flame and blow up. So like, which do you want to try? And Chris is like, just fucking floor it. I was driving. He's like, just floor it. Go, go, go. So I was like, okay. And I mashed the gas all the way down, which means the RV goes. I'm like, come on, come on. And as we were driving through the flames, we actually could feel the heat of it, and we could feel the heat of the flames as we were driving through. It was really scary.
Wow.
But we lived to tell about it, so there you go. So I don't know, we have all these weird fire things. As far as on stage, we've never really had anything too weird happen. I've almost gotten pulled off stage a couple of times. I've fallen off the stage a couple of times. So other than that, it's been pretty normal.
Oh,
Share on women in the music scene, locally in general?
Actually, I think there's a lot of positive things. I think there's a lot of talented people out there that are doing really great things and really original things, but it's a tough market. And first of all, getting a contract in the business, as most people out here know, it's a very difficult thing to do. And people tend to focus on the wrong things. So they want to go for the young cute thing, and they want to go for, you know, some sort of oddity instead of just going for quality. And there's just a lot of quality out there. So it's very easy to make fun of female musicians, but the ones that people see most prominently aren't the best of the best. I mean, there are a lot more talented women than what you see. I mean, there's certainly, I think now we do have certain artists that they're pushing where the women actually really do have talent, like Lacuna Coil and Arch Enemy. And they're really talented women. Crisis. So you have bands like that.
Walls of Jericho is insane.
Absolutely.
She's insane.
Even Drain STH.
Yeah, Drain was awesome.
Drain were a great band. So I mean, they do have them, but I think a lot of people still dismiss a lot of female artists because they just really don't go for the quality.
It's fewer and farther between, and the problem with this industry that we're in is that so much attention is focused, like you're saying, on stuff like, you know, how old somebody is or how much they weigh and stuff like that, and it's terrible. You know, I mean, Yurth and I did it for so long, and I mean, it was like backing up and running into a brick wall over and over again. Like, people would hear us and be like, "Oh, they sound great." We had somebody who worked in radio, not even in any video medium. It was in a radio medium, who asked our manager, "What do they look like?" I was like, "You're in freaking radio. What do you care what we look like? Your whole business is audio." I couldn't even believe that. That's still
face for radio.
As you can see, that still gets under my skin.
Yeah, and then you have a lot of the other thing too. The ageism thing I think is really bad too, because you have, I mean, when Kitty came out, they were very, very young, and at that point there were other musicians that, you know, and Kitty's fine, you know, but there were bands that were out that paid a lot more dues, that had a lot more technical ability, but they were being pushed because they were young and they were cute, and they weren't the best representation of what women in metal can do, and then they ended up they weren't taken seriously. And now there's another band out now, and I remember there was a little short press release, and they're a good band, but they were like, "Oh well," and not one of them's over 25. It's like,
what is it?
Yeah,
and what?
So what's the point?
It's like American Idol.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God! You're 29. You're too old. It's like Logan's Run, you know. It's like.
There's another song on the CD, and this song is written by my very wonderful guitar player Meredith, and it's called Father. She's yelling boobies, but that's not the name of the song.
Where they were dying, shunless shadows gave me no clue where to find
I'll tell you what, 50 years ago, no one would ever tell a 30-year-old woman she was old. That's true. That's ridiculous. I mean, this is not for the radio. I can curse in this,
Oh, yeah,
right?
definitely.
It's fucking ridiculous. It's unfucking believable. You're 30 years old. You're old. Go collect your frickin' Medicaid.
You know, we'd rather have
my
somebody.
Social Security.
Yeah, we'd rather have somebody who's just old enough to drink, that's marginally talented, than
Yeah.
have somebody that might be, after 25 or even in their mid-20s
Who's been
that
out
really
there.
has talent, that's paid their dues, that has
And
something
who's
to
been
offer.
who's like honed their skills. Who's actually, I mean, like Tori Amos didn't get famous until she was 29. There's a reason for that. If you heard her first album, it was ridiculous, and she's the first one to say it. You know, I mean, she's the first one to be like, my first album stunk on ice. Dude, I love that. You know, I'm not talking about Little Earthquakes. I'm talking about that band.
Why Can't Tori Read?
Yes,
that was
horrible. Yeah, please nobody think I'm talking about Little Earthquakes. That's phenomenal. That's when she was 29. She had time to perfect her craft. She had time to
Grow
figure out
into herself.
what she was going to be. You know, I mean,
And have something to sing about. I'm sorry, when you're
Yeah.
21, what do you have to say? Not a whole lot.
Oh, God.
It's really sad. I think they're missing out. I think the younger generation is really missing out on a lot of music. Cause
Yeah.
I think we were very fortunate when we grew up. It was just all about how much talent you had and, how well you could play
How
your
much
instrument.
hairspray you had.
Yeah, huh?
And how much hairspray you had.
Well, that's opposing. That was not my 80s. I'm sorry. That was not my. But I mean, you had to actually learn. You learn your instrument, especially if you were in rock or if you were in metal. You had to be good at what you did, and that mattered more than anything else. And you could have like three heads as long as you had what it took, instrumentally. But if you think about it, I mean, Janis Joplin would not get signed today. Leslie West would not get signed today. Anybody great that didn't look cute in front of a camera, they would not be famous.
Ann Wilson would not be signed
Wilson
the way she
wouldn't-
looks today.
Yeah, but they'll sign somebody with a quarter for talent if she looks
the
good in
last
tights, And it's no offense to the people who do. I mean, if you've got what they call the entire package, more power to you. But it just It's just,
You know what
I think
I
a lot
like?
of times they sacrifice talent just because something
Stone.
fits in a box and they can just package it to somebody.
She's like, just not famous.
2, 3, 4.
Perfect for me. My friends always used to say the kind of guy I should never let get away. You have this smile, my heart just melts inside, and when you put your arms around me, that's when I really feel alive. Then a memory comes back to me, and I can hardly breathe. Oh no, no, how could I forget the times you screamed and pulled me down, cursed me out, shoved me around. Oh no, no, how could I forget? Turned to ice just to make me cry, feel like I wanna die. How could I forget? Now my friends tell me I should leave, but I just can't bear the thought. I just have to believe that when you say you love me till you die, you never hurt me again. It's the truth coming out from deep inside. I've been holding on to that. I haven't let go yet. Oh no, no, how could I forget the times you scream and pull me down, hurt me out, shove me around. No, no, how could I forget? Turned to ice just to make me cry, feel like I wanna die. How could I'm the one to blame. I put up with all the lies and pain, no matter what they say. When I see you, I fall again. Fall again. And again. I fall right back. Oh no, no. How could I forget that I'm the one in control, taking back my damaged soul? No, no. How could I forget? I'm beautiful and worth so much more than I'll ever give me credit for. How could I forget? How could I? How could I forget? How could I forget?
The whole music thing. Has it all been worth it?
Ooh. Well, yeah.
answer is
I mean,
yes.
I
You're supposed
can't.
to say yes.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, it's not like, yeah, I love the pain and the torture, although I guess I do. But,
Well, I'm wearing the Jenna Torture shirt, so pain. Pain's good.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. I mean, I go through periods of time where I'm like, I'm giving it up. I can't do this anymore. I'm just gonna give it up, and my room will get clean, and I'll have money, and it'll be lovely. And then, 30 seconds later, when I come to my senses, I'm just like, I gotta do it. So yeah, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, I'll try to move things around, but it's just like something you have to do. I mean, it's, I think at this point, whatever, when it gets into like 10 years plus, you've been doing something and kind of see like, okay, that's kind of what I'm doing.
We're at that profound point.
Translate.
Need one of the heads?
Yeah, 5150, please.
Joe! Thought we were friends! Joe! Joe!
Joe!
Joe!
So, that was supposed to be the violence aspect of the Xtreme Soundscapes DVD for this volume. However, yeah, it was supposed to be Joe's revenge on Mark from Divinity Destroyed, finally. If you watched Volume 3, you'd see how he never actually got his revenge. And this time, he really kind of sucked at getting his revenge, and he just kind of hit him with a baking sheet and ran away like a little girl. So, it...
Oh, hold on a minute.
What?
Ran away like a little girl?
Yeah, you ran away like a little girl. You smacked him in the head with the baking sheet and you ran like a little girl.
No. I did not run away like a little girl. That wasn't a baking sheet. It was a fucking pie tin. That's violent. That's gruesome. It's hardcore.
Dude, he busted you open 3 times.
Yeah, I retaliated with a pie tin.
Yeah, you did really nothing to him. Then he grabbed his nuts and screamed your name.
Exactly. That's violent. It's hardcore. He's grabbing his own nuts.
Right, okay. So we're just gonna move on from that. That just kind of failed miserably. Oh. What are you doing? Give me that.
Just take it as bud.
This would come in handy.
Oh no, what are you doing?
Alright. That should work.
I don't think
Hey,
that's
Joe,
the
come
best
here.
idea.
No. Oh god. Oh! Remember this board we wrapped in barbed wire?
Oh shit. Yeah?
Yeah.
Wait, what? No. Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh god, no. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Why do you do this? Oh!
Oh shit. What the fuck? Joe, are you okay? Joe?
What? Hey, here's that new sexy video from If Madness 5. Alright, now get your ass back over here and help me out of this. I'm stuck.
Oh my god.
So anyway, I understand you're
You're really big in the whole sci-fi community. That's kind of where you've latched on and really made your mark. I mean, how did that come about?
Well, basically, back when I was in college and had no friends, I of course gravitated towards the reruns of Star Trek: The Next Generation, which were on syndicated TV every night. And I kind of put this two and two together, that people who like funny music tend to also be people who go to science fiction conventions, and I figured out, well, if I do songs on these sci-fi topics and then take my act to these conventions, I could perform there, they would think it was funny, and if I put out product like CDs that had these songs, they would buy them. So that became the basis of my career, is gearing the majority of my act towards the fandom community, as it's known, and yeah, that's where that whole thing happened.
What's the weirdest thing that's ever happened to you at a show?
Well, it's kind of hard to come up with the absolute weirdest, but one that does stick out in my mind is I was performing at Dragon Con 2004, and it was part of the Star Wars costume contest halftime performance, and a couple funny things happened during that. As I was performing, I was in the middle of a set, I can't remember which song exactly, but somebody walked by, and as I was performing to this large group of like several hundred people, somebody like reached out to shake my hand while I was performing, while he was walking by, and I shook his hand as he walked by, and he kept going, and I was like, it just didn't make any sense. Why did he walk by and shake my hand in the middle of the show? Why did he assume that I would want to shake his hand? I mean, I went along with it because I didn't want to seem like a jerk. I didn't want to like make a fool of myself. So I'm like, yes, thank you I'm glad you like it. Later on, I figured out it was Ray Park, the actor who played Darth Maul in Episode 1. And it was just, and like later I'm like, oh shit, I guess it's a good thing I didn't be like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, because then he would have been all like, and then I would have. Anyway, and then two pieces. Same show. They told me to only do like a 12-minute set, and of course they needed more than 12 minutes, so I had to stall for time. So I ended up doing more material than I intended to, and I started singing my song about Boba Fett based on the original trilogy. And then as I'm singing, I looked down and I realized Daniel Logan, who played young Boba Fett in Episode 2, is like down by the judges table, like doing math and stuff, and I'm like, oh crap, here it comes. So I get to the chorus, bad, Boba Fett, and like right when it hit that, he went, here, hold this for me, shoeboxers. It's like, right when it hit that chorus, it was like, he went like this, and he just started dancing around, and the crowd really got into it. It was pretty cool.
Went to Milwaukee, right?
Uh-huh.
Talk about
Minneapolis, yeah.
Minneapolis, one of those. Did you have any interesting experiences or strange happenings at shows?
I can let Jason explain.
One of the essential wires to my live rig decided that was time to stop working right before we went on stage, so I was not really audible for the first half of the set, at least. So.
Yeah, that was fun playing a metal festival without a guitar for a couple
minutes.
Set us apart.
kind of exciting when you came back in, though. So, the hotel was pretty interesting. It was like the movie Rockstar. It was really wild. And, yeah, we were like the most boring band in the whole entire event.
Yeah, there were beer bottles and beer cans and people partying and
there was a
drinking.
chess set in our room.
Yeah, we had a chess set.
Someone was
Other
using
bands
the
came in
vending
there,
area.
they took one look and they ran out the door.
Someone was using the vending area as a bathroom.
Yeah, somebody was.
That wasn't band related. That was
Urinating
just
near the
a
ice
old
machine.
guy.
That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, he wasn't part of. That wasn't even part of the metal scene. It was just a guy in a suit and, or in a dress shirt and slacks taking a leak in the ice area. There were normal people like that. It's all downhill from there. Yeah.
That was a great festival,
And
though.
police came.
is what we do best. Drift away, but the world keeps turning. Don't hold me now. My mind is still my own. If someone says the fire is still burning, won't you crumble and turn against yourself? I don't care about your faith or reason. Show me
How do you feel about the state of the music industry at the moment? Is that your comment?
I love it.
Do ya?
Yeah. It's everybody says, oh man, things are getting so bad, which is what they said 5 years ago, which is what they said 5 years before that. So I'm assuming it's really the same as it's always been. It just sucks.
Yeah. Basically, if you want to be successful, you have to suck. Because all the bands they sign are not good. But they have to like have the hit song, like the song, but it will suck because all the bands they sign to. Does that make sense? So I don't really understand because like you gotta have, like they say, if you want to make it big and get signed to a major label, you gotta have that one song, that hit song, that song that, you know, that radio song. But I can't sit there and go, okay, I'm gonna write a bad song, you know, because that's what you'd have to do if you want, you know. I don't understand. I don't know how to do it. I don't get it. So yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is just the underground scene, just building that really strong, loyal support. Like look at Mushroom Head; they're not even on a label right now, and their fans are really, really, really supportive. And I think that's what you have to do. I think trying to make it major label route is just, you might, but they'll release one song and then that'll be the end of you. So you may as well just try to develop that like very loyal underground scene, I guess, underground following.
So do you say the worst aspect of the music industry right now is?
All of it.
All the labels. are too afraid to spend money on any band that they don't think is instantly going to make them a ton of money. And if they are willing to give you money, they don't give you very much.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's true.
If there was one thing you could change about the industry, what would it be?
Less corporate. Make it less corporate. I mean, I would change that about the whole world, actually, but that applies definitely to the music industry, to make it less corporate. I mean, every radio station is owned by Clear Channel. You know, it's just all a monopoly. You know, all the labels, you know, there used to be, I remember 10 years ago, there were so many different labels to choose from. Now there's like 2, you know?
Right.
So that's the main problem, I think.
I see that there's a lot of chicks out there. Do you chicks like to mosh? I'm all about the female empowerment. I'm all about the straight and the females. I think there's more females than guys. Let's see if these chicks can kick some of these guys' asses in this song. You can?
If the band was to end tomorrow, would you say that everything you've done so far has been worth it?
It's been grueling. I will say that. It's been very grueling. But yeah, I mean, if I had a choice of doing all this all over again versus not, I would probably very begrudgingly say I would do it all over again.
Yeah, I'd still do it. When I'm on tour, I hate it, but when I get home, I'm so bored that I can't wait to go on the next tour. So.
What do you want people to take away when they listen to your music? What do you want them to walk away with?
A T-shirt.
You know, I think my only thing is I just know when I was younger and, you know, there'd be a band that I was just in love with, and every time I would put in their CD, it would like give me chills. It would be like, wow, this is the coolest thing I've ever heard, and I just loved listening to that song or that band or whatever. That is, you know, I would think it'd be really cool if we could give other people that feeling that I feel when I listen to the bands that I just really, 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 really like, you know. I think that's kind of what I hope that we could give to people who listen to it, that same feeling.
Why, in the name of God, do you do this?
I do it because I figured out about a year or so ago that I was making more money doing this than having stupid retail day jobs. So I might as well give a chance trying to make money doing, making a living doing my art and my comedy and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to, live a meager ramen noodles filled existence. But if it's someday, at some point in the future, it pays off and I can actually make a more comfortable living and get things like health insurance and a house and a wife and kids and an iguana, then things would be perfect.
Well, on behalf of all of us that are in the comedy music industry and still have day jobs,
Did you say it's all been worth it up to this point?
Has it all been worth it up to this point? This point, no, but hold on, wait. This point. It's been worth it up to this point right now.
Okay, so
yes.
It just became worth it in the last 5 seconds?
Yes.
What happened?
You threw the donut in your mouth and you caught it.
Glad I could help.
Yes.
And now here's a word from your sponsor. Buy things! Just buy them! Why are you not buying things now? Buy things so that he can feed his son! He feeds his son little dirt and sticks he finds in the street. If you buy a thing, his son will eat things that aren't dirt.
I don't even clean the bugs off.
No, he doesn't. So please give. I'm Sally Struthers, and you can blow me.
Some people are cynics, some people are critics, some people, like to just kind of go around saying that things suck, and this song is one of them, in a way. So feel free to mosh, everyone.
There's a rooster on a tree, it's run by a tree. And he keeps for things to eat, but you can hear him speak. When he asks you anything, he never answers no. He just guesses you to death, and then he takes it no. He tells you yes, we have no bananas. We have no bananas today. We got green beans and onions, cabbages and scallions, and say, we got an old-fashioned tomato, Long Island potato. But yes, we have no bananas. We have no bananas today. This is not so good for him, a hero home to say. That makes me take a shit, I need help right away. When they got into the stove, there was one too bad. Someone at the surrogates and then the whole Quartet all landed. Yes, we have no bananas. We have no bananas today. We got green beans and donuts and all kinds of walnuts. Ain't many nuts like they. We got the two kinds of red herring. Brown nickel herring. But yes, we have no bananas. We have no bananas today. What do you want? You think you're Harry Belafonte? You're not Harry Belafonte. Stop asking me for it. No. Look, why don't you just go for a nice eggplant? Is it good? Yeah, just go. Hey, I see. Get your hands out here and get this stupid eggplant. Would you please? Oh, there you go. One big, nice, juicy eggplant. That'll be $13 out of 15. Okay, there's one. There's two. They're real quick. Don't spend it all in one place. Now, excuse me, you mind? I'm working. Stop asking me about your goddamn fucking bananas, you bitch. Anyway, yes, we have no bananas. We have no bananas. Circle gets this way. You got the cocoa and nuts and walnuts and donuts. Ain't many nuts like, you hear me? I'm saying nuts. 2 fucking album and stop asking me about bananas! God damn it! Motherfuckers! No!
Where's Jeremy, Monday? How's your rule? This one's called What Ya?
Now my band here will pay the fight. Cause you'll be disgraced. Wondering if you can tell, but you sit here with no clue. You really having it out, boy. Locked out in many ways. Now you got nothing in sight. Yes, it's your life. Do what you really wanna do. Come on, do what you really wanna do. Yes, it's your life. Do what you really wanna do. Come on, do what you really wanna do. Yes, it's your life. Put it down in a few things say. This is not just another day. One good step we follow. You need to make your own life. Simply dreams is for remedy. Bring up blood. Look at me, I'm the wizard of Oz. Time is blood. Do what you really wanna do. Come on, do what you really wanna do. Yes, you're alive. Do what you really wanna do. Come on, do what you really wanna do. Yes, you're right. Yeah, yeah. What you really wanna do? Come on, do what you really wanna do. Yes, you're right. Do what you really wanna do. Come on, do what you really wanna do. Yes, you're right. Say what you can, what you do. Try to resist your life. Do what say what you can, what you do. Try to resist your life. Do what say what you can, what you do. Try to resist your life. Do what say what you can, what you do. Try to resist your life. What you really wanna do? Come on, do what you really wanna do. Yes, you're right. Do what you really wanna do. Come on, do what you really wanna do. Yes, you're right. It's your life.
I think last night was kind of interesting because we were playing this show, and at one point we were pushing each other, and then like Michelle almost couldn't get back to the microphone because I was pushing her. So that was funny.
Funny for
it all worked out.
It's a wonderful outlet for our passion. You know, we didn't have day jobs. We won't talk about them because that's our other life. And
that's okay. I might not have my day job much longer.
band came together, and it's a lot of fun, and we get the audience involved, and we rock. And what else?
Get fucking grumpy.
gentlemen, that His Majesty's government is now determined that the devil shall not rule over one single inch of Massachusetts. And if indeed he has come, here in Salem is where we shall dig him out. I say you have lied to the court. Have you not?
I'm innocent to which the devil knows that! Excommunicate.
Would you say it's all been worth it up to this point?
Oh, sure.
Yes.
There's
Definitely.
a ton more to do, and there's a ton more shows to play, and a ton of songs to write, and
Whatever it took to get me to this point, this is definitely the happiest I've been in a long time as far as music goes. So
yeah, this is
definitely
definitely
worth it.
fun, and I think we're all really surprised at the response. I mean, we were all comfortable with each other and figured we'd get together some good songs and have the experience and the chops to put on a really good show and everything. But we didn't really. I don't think any of us anticipated it moving as fast as it had. You know, people always wanting us to play shows and wanting CDs and stuff, and we just really haven't been prepared, and
we haven't really been able to keep up with the demand at all, and that's actually like as frustrating as it can be sometimes. It's a really good feeling to like have people want more than you actually have.
Yeah,
you know. People always be like, we need more CDs, we need more shirts, we need more this, we need more that.
Nice. all the plans in my life. I didn't realize you've been there. Don't believe desire. Destiny of set me free, oh, heaven's alive. Set me free with your love. Set me free, yeah, yeah. Set me free, oh, heaven's alive. Set me free with your love. Set me free, I choose to betray you. Something wrong with all the plans in my life. I didn't realize you've been here. Don't believe desire. Destiny of set me free, oh, heaven's alive. Set me free with your love. Set me free, yeah. Set me free, oh, heaven's alive. Set me free with your love. Set me free, yeah. Don't believe desire. Set me free, oh, heaven's alive. Set me free with your love. Set me free, yeah. Set me free, oh, heaven's alive. Set me free with your love. Set me free with your love. Your heaven's alive. Your heaven's
Thank you, please. Thank you, please. My favorite Dormitory Effect moment is we were having a band meeting and we decided that the most productive place to have a band meeting would be at Chili's, where we could get 2 for margaritas while we discussed our collective fate. And
yes, that was great.
And in the next table to us is a family with screaming children.
Oh,
and Meredith looks over at all of us and says, "I can't wait to never have kids."
Yes, we all concur.
We all agree.
We all
We all
agree.
fulfill. Let's hear it fulfill. Observing many nations through me, concerning the instincts that you will. The time has come. The fire revolution is a This time when I come in there, at least see someone maybe nod in their head. Let me know they enjoy this a little bit. But if not, go ahead and send them.
Xtreme Soundscapes Volume IV is made possible in part by Watchman Studios in Lockport, New York. Check them out online at www.watchmanstudios.com.
And now, a word from Prozac.
Why do you do this? Oh! Oh shit! Right? Oh. Yes! Oh!
Did you think he wouldn't?
Really? What about Joe thinks he wouldn't?
Joe, you want a deep throat or stump?
Dude, just because it's funny.
We'll see what happens.
And then I expect to be sterilized thoroughly. There's no soap in the bathroom.
I've got wet naps.
She'll look at that. She'll look at clean.
Put it off. Alex, let's check the shower. Swirl your nose a little. Oh, God. Oh,